Guys, the video opens with instant tension and a classic Karen meltdown. This woman storms forward demanding answers, interrogating a man for simply filming in public while wearing a mask. Her questions escalate fast, jumping from "Who are you?" to "Are you IC?" as if she's building her own conspiracy on the spot. She's visibly bothered, convinced her feelings override his rights, and keeps circling back to the mask like it's a criminal threat. The filmer stays calm, pushing back gently, reminding her that public spaces don't bend to personal discomfort. She tries guilt, shame, moral superiority. Nothing works. The moment she starts accusing him of going to hell, you can feel the interaction spinning out of control. By the end, she storms off, frustrated that she couldn't enforce her fears onto someone else. This intro sets the entire tone: feelings versus rights, and rights win.
Who are you and why are you taking pictures?
What's that?
Who are you and why are you taking pictures?
I can't really get into who I am.
Are you ICE?
Why would you think I'm ICE?
Because you got your face covered.
So,
Why is your face covered? It makes me uncomfortable.
yeah, are you here illegally?
No, of course I'm not. But whether I'm here illegal or not doesn't matter. This makes me nervous.
Doesn't matter why we're taking video.
It does to me when you've got your face covered.
I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes you don't get what you want.
Then I guess it's okay if I take your. Why don't you take your mask down?
No, I don't take time with other adults telling me to take my clothes off. So
yeah, it's just your mask. It's a little weird.
Yeah, we did that for 3 years, right? So was everyone ICE during COVID?
Oh, give me a break.
Bye.
Don't tell me bye. I have so much right to be here.
You're going away. See you later.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
You said you weren't going to be recorded yet. You just walked in front of the camera.
I don't care.
Okay, well then.
Obviously you don't.
Yeah, I just think it's really bizarre and that.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I mean, you know.
And I'm guessing you're ICE and.
I like your.
Gotcha.
So.
Shame. Yeah, my thinking, my son's after.
All right, you have a better day, okay?
Yeah, I hope you guys have it. If you're ICE.
And there's that.
If you're ICE, shame on you.
Oh, no.
And I hope you don't sleep well at night. And if there is a hell, you're going.
Gotcha. Okay. You're being disorderly, man. Just go away. Bye. Have a good day. See you later.
Now the officers arrive, and the shift is immediate, from Karen panic to police probing. The officers approach calmly at first, asking what the pair are doing and whether they're authorized to be there. But instead of identifying any crime, they jump straight to safety concerns, a phrase often used when no actual law is being broken. They mention a viewing area that supposedly exists, but even they admit no one informed the cameraman about it. The filmer explains he's working on stories, staying in safe spots, and avoiding equipment, showing more awareness than the officers expected. Yet the police continue circling back to the same point. His presence makes people worried. This tension builds a familiar pattern. When there's no crime, officers lean on feelings and hypothetical dangers. The filmer's calm, factual answers contrast sharply with their vague concerns, exposing the weakness of their justification. This is where the power dynamic starts to flip.
Have a good day. Bye. See you later. Hey, how's it going? Okay. I'd like to know what you guys are doing here. Just working.
Working for?
Myself.
And did you get authorization to be in this area?
There's no restrictions in this area.
Well, for the safety, I mean, you could view. They said that there's a viewing area that you can be up. They don't want people.
No one
down.
told us that. In fact, I've only had 2 conversations, or actually 3. I had one with the guy about some accidents. I'm here working on stories about basically unsafe conditions, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then
for who?
Okay, so my media company.
What media company is that?
I'd rather not give that at this point.
Why is that?
So, if you got a business card and you got like a work email address, happy to email you later. Yeah, just working on a story.
Sure. So the concern that they expressed to us is you guys aren't, the people that are in here on foot are usually associated with vehicle. They get in, they dump their stuff, they move off. They're worried because there's no like designated area for people to safely hang out and do what you guys are doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I see what you're saying. That's why we just kind of, did the common sense approach, kind of stay out here. I certainly don't want to walk out there with the bulldozer and all that kind of front loader and all that.
Right. And that's what they were saying. They were worried about the vehicles possibly hitting you because they just don't see your awareness being what it is in these things.
Usually, I mean, if I were a person as yourself, I'd call ahead and say, hey, we'd like to film this. We're doing a story or whatever. Do you mind if we come down and film? But you guys just walking in, you got masks over your face.
It smells really bad in here.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm here. I don't have a mask over my face.
That's a choice. I just don't try to tell other grown adults what clothes to wear and what clothes not to wear. So
Here the debate turns deeper. Legal rights, access rules, and investigative journalism collide. The filmer explains exactly why journalists don't call ahead, comparing it to police announcing a raid before arriving. It's a bold analogy, and it leaves the officers momentarily stuck. The cops try reframing safety as a potential crime, even bringing up OSHA, a move that shows they're reaching for anything that might stick. But the filmer dismantles that too, pointing out the clear signage in restricted areas versus the complete lack of restrictions where he's standing. Then tension spikes again when an officer calls him out for asking for ID while refusing to give his own, and the cameraman confidently defends himself with the Fourth Amendment. The officers realize they've hit a wall. Legally, they have nothing. The tone softens as they finally identify themselves, signaling their retreat. This segment shows exactly how calm knowledge can overpower vague authority.
There is
It's like I said, there's viewing area.
they didn't make you guys aware of like the observation area or anything like that?
what's that?
They didn't make you guys aware of the observation area or anything like that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
First time I've even heard of
Would
it.
you guys be amenable to going up there and filming from there?
I would like to actually get some different vantage viewpoints. What I'm mostly wanting to do, and actually to address your concern, or your point rather, one of the reasons as the kind of journalist I am doing investigative journalism is, and I'm sure you can appreciate what I'm about to say, sometimes when you're given tips and leads that the bad thing is happening somewhere, if you call them in advance, say, hey, I'm coming here to check out if the bad thing's happening or not, I can tell you as an experienced journalist at this point, they tend to clean up the bad stuff so it doesn't happen beforehand. Which is usually like, for example, if the police want to raid a drug house, they don't call ahead and say, hey, Alex, just want to let you know, we think there might be a drug house in your house. We're going to come by in 2 weeks to check it out. I'm pretty sure there won't be any drugs in there when you get there.
Well, is there a crime being committed here?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not.
There are many safety OSHA violations.
That is
You guys
true.
work for OSHA?
No.
Oh, well. For OSHA safety means that, unaccompanied people, or you're not supposed to be here, you need to be in the viewing area.
Oh, we can be here. Yeah, there's no restriction. Like, for example, a lot of places slept. In fact, actually, if you were to go out, see that building right there, that station? If you go out there, walk down this sidewalk right there, you'll see on their door, it says authorized personnel only. Obviously, they do not want you to go into that. So we have it. And, the other places that they don't want us at are pretty well known because they've got the red flags, badge access only, so you can't even open the door. So, and no one has come up to us and asked us to leave or said it's a no trespassing area or authorized personnel only.
Did the gentleman come out and ask you to leave?
No, not a single person. Got it all
You
recorded.
didn't identify yourself?
The encounter wraps with a final shift, from confrontation to clarity, and even humor. The officers switch gears, becoming almost conversational once they realize they can't push any further. The filmer explains past negative experiences and why transparency can sometimes backfire in investigative work. The tension drains as they trade jokes, talk about precincts, and even drift into chess strategy, a striking contrast to the earlier suspicion. You can see the officers completely drop the authority posture, turning into regular people making small talk. This moment highlights the entire theme of the video. When you stand firm on your rights, the power imbalance dissolves. By the end, the officers walk away peacefully, and the filmer delivers a strong, closing message reminding viewers how often rights get violated when people rely on feelings instead of law. It's a perfect reminder that recording, staying calm, and knowing your rights change everything.
Oh, yeah. No.
And then you asked to see his ID, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't show him yours?
Yeah, no, I'm just a huge proponent of the Fourth Amendment. I mean, I love it like a good scotch.
Why did you ask to show his then?
Because I just asked him a question. He was after.
here is my name.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All I'm asking is just to be courteous and work with them on it and saying, hey,
Yeah.
we would like to film here.
Yeah. I can appreciate that. Like I said, I was telling Officer Masters there, the reason I don't do it as an investigative journalist is because if you give them forewarning, they may clean up the problem. So it's just.
But yet you won't tell me what. Oh, I'll tell you later. You won't tell me what you're investigating?
Well, sure. And I mean, look, don't take this the wrong way. I mean, I'm sure you're probably the nicest guy ever, but I've also been burned by different government employees. Not saying you guys, but I'm just saying I've actually been nice far in the past in terms of being more open about what I'm working on. And then all of a sudden they shut places down. They say, oh no, we can't have you here. And it's quick. And you're like, I wonder why they did that after I just told Susie or Alex or whatever that I'm working on X. I mean, the fact of the matter is, if they're doing something bad and I need to catch it, it almost looked like something happened over here regarding an accident. Fortunately, it didn't. But I mean, these places have those issues and, people need to know if there's an issue at their transfer station. So, there may not be any merit to the allegations. It may be a non-issue. So anyways, but I appreciate you guys' time. I don't want to certainly take any more of your time. I'm sure there's actual crime going on up around Aurora and 100th, I'd guess. It seems to be a little hot up there.
Unfortunately, we don't work that area. We're working this area.
You don't get any of the hot fun up at Aurora and 100th?
Done that.
Man, I can tell you really want to go up there, but fair enough. Masters, it looks like you have been up there a couple times.
Worked the whole precinct. So.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, look, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, unless you just want to hang out with us. You got like maybe a travel chess game. I'm up for a quick game of that.
I don't feel like getting whooped in chess.
Whoa. I could very easily be a rating of 10, which is basically...
You bring up chess as an activity. I have a feeling you know how to play a little bit. I'm very rudimentary in that regard.
Fair enough. Hey, you know what I was taught as a kid? You actually want to play against people that constantly beat you because you take from them and they gain nothing from you. And eventually, it's just like any other skill. The person who's got better skills actually weakens their position, and the person who has less skills at chess or whatever it is that they're playing ends up becoming pretty dang good later on. And all of a sudden, the Padawan is now the master. Right?
Good.
All right. Well, look, you guys have a good day, okay?
All right, take it easy.
Take care.